Hello! Is it recording? Okay, my name's Julia Isom. This is the video for lesson delivery for assignment for 5813. And we have just covered the lesson portion of the class, and now we're going into the activity practice presentation, activity slash practice portion of the lesson on prepositions of time and place. All right, class. So now that we just saw the PowerPoint and learned the different prepositions of time and place, we're going to practice them. So here, take this assignment. Let's learn prepositions, has prepositions of time, place, composition, description, and then a visual aid for what the preposition means. All right, class. So go ahead and take each assignment. Now, as I'm handing these out, please take a look at the provided assignment. You'll notice that on the page, there's a list of prepositions of time and of place. They should look familiar. These are the prepositions we just covered in the PowerPoint presentation. And next to it, you'll see a short description for what it means, and then the visual aid to help you if you forget. So what we're going to do next is going to write a short composition. I want you to take a moment and think about what you did last weekend. Or maybe if you didn't do anything last weekend, think about what you may do this coming weekend. Okay? What we're going to do is write now what you did last weekend, minimum of 3 sentences on the composition area down below. You're going to need to include at least 3 prepositions, at least 1 preposition per sentence, so that we can practice using our prepositions. So I'm going to show you an example of what I did last weekend. And this is where we're going to turn to the imaginary whiteboard. Thank you. Upon which I will have written my minimum 3 sentence composition. So as you can see, class, last weekend I played video games at Sally's house. Now raise of hands, who can tell me where the preposition is in that sentence? Oh, Zachary? At. Very good. All right, let's take a look at the next sentence. The video game console was placed below the television. Okay, who can tell me where the preposition is? Raise of hands. Thomas? Below. And can you tell me what that means?
It means at a lower level, closer to the ground than or a subordinate in order.
Very good. Very nice. And then the last sentence we see here is, we played video games from 9 o'clock until 10 o'clock. Who can tell me where the preposition is? John?
From, very good. And was there
any other prepositions in that sentence? Kyle? Until? Yes, very good. Okay, so now you see my composition of what I did last weekend. And that's an example of what you're going to write down here. We can see I used the different prepositions you'll see here on your assignment in the composition. And now I'm going to give you 5 minutes to write down what you did last weekend. Before we start, does anyone have any questions about what you're expected to do? No? Okay, let's start. So now we're going to pretend that it's been about 3 minutes into the composition writing. Okay, so fast forward 3 minutes. Okay, guys, let's take a look. How's it going? Very good. Very good. Okay. Time warning, we have about 1 minute left to finish the compositions. Very nice. Okay, time's up. Now what I want you to do is find a partner. It should be someone sitting right next to you. And I want you to share with them what you did last weekend. So you can read what you wrote or even just explain it. Just try to make sure that you do use the prepositions that we covered. Okay?
Okay.
And so after we share, we'll come back together as a class and I'll ask you questions about what you learned from your neighbors. So make sure you're paying attention. Okay? All right.
I ate cheesecake in my bed.
Very good. How's it going over here?
I like
Don't
to
forget
go
to share what
on
you guys wrote.
and
What did
off.
you guys do?
Okay. I
I ate pie.
went
For
to
dessert.
a sound bath
Very good.
at
And
a place in
um,
Sandy, Utah.
let's see. I bought
Friday night.
drinks at a store.
The pie was
One of my
on
favorite
a
sentences.
small table.
How many minutes can I use in one
Very
sentence?
good. Okay. Okay.
Oh, but it has to be like a long sentence.
Do you have any questions?
What's your favorite preposition?
Oh, that's hard. I like all of the prepositions, but I really like the preposition right here, near, because that's near to me. All right, are you guys okay, class? Has everyone had a chance to share what they did? Okay. Now, John, tell me, what did Thomas do over the weekend?
He went to a sound bath. In Sandy area.
So he went to a sound bath in Sandy, Utah. All right. And why are we using in instead of at?
That's a good question. That's how we say in a city, in a city.
That's right. So we can
Yes,
think
that's like-
Yeah.
in a city. At would be at a specific location, maybe at Sandy Exposition Center, since
Right.
Sandy City is a general location.
Mhm.
We know he was somewhere inside of the city when he did that activity. So we'll use in because it's a general area, not a specific location.
And I used at as I was explaining it, but I couldn't remember the place I was at, the little shop, so I just sort of left that blank at pause.
Okay, very good.
Synchronicities, that's what it's called.
This is an ESL classroom. Okay, Zachary, can you tell me something that Kyle did last weekend?
Who told you?
I'm not that sure. Maybe
Oh.
ask him.
Let's see, Kyle, could you share with the class something you did last weekend?
Yeah. Last weekend I bought drinks at a store.
Wonderful. And Zachary, where is the preposition in Kyle's description of what he did?
At
Very good. And what does that mean?
a specific place, such as the store.
Very good. Very good. Okay. So class, what we're going to do next is we're going to practice a little bit more. After that, we only have about 10 minutes left of class. I'll assign you your homework assignment, which will have just a few questions where you'll insert a preposition into a sentence, and you need to select the correct preposition. So make sure that you complete that by next class time. as well as I'm going to ask you again to describe to me something that you did using a preposition of either time or place. So make sure you're thinking about that as you're going about your day and doing your, shopping, spending time with friends or family. Think about how you would use a preposition to describe what you were doing. Okay? And do you have any questions about what we just learned here?
Explain what we're going to be doing again, my mind was wandering.
Oh, yes. So next we're moving on to another activity for class. And then after that, since we only have about 10 minutes left, I'll give you a homework sheet that I'll need you to have completed by next class period and be ready to tell me again what you've done since last class using at least one preposition. Okay?
Yes.
All right, let's move on to the next activity. You can end the video now.